Let me see if I can find our information on Great River at Tribble Mill. If you're taking I-85 north, you exit to 316. You go to Sugarloaf Parkway and turn right, so you're going south. Then you will get off onto New Hope Road, and the neighborhood is on the left. So if you're familiar with that area, you'll know exactly where we're talking about. Let's look at the sales statistics. In 2018, there were 40 homes that sold in Great River at Tribble Mill. They took an average of 77 days to close, to go under contract, and the average sales price was $317,225. In 2019, there were 27 homes sold, way less than 2018. They took an average of 127 days to sell for an average sales price of $325,812. That was from a low of $238,000 up to a high of $417,000 in 2018. The low price was $215,000. The high price was $417,000. Year to date in 2020, there have been 30 homes sold. It'll be more than 2018, but less, more than 2019, but less than 2018. They've taken 66 days to go under contract and have sold for an average sales price of $335,427. There's currently one home available for sale in the neighborhood, which means if you look at it and say, well, there's 30 that have sold year to date, it means there is 0.387 months worth of inventory. Those of you who were listening earlier segments of the show, you know that I said if you have less than 4 months worth of inventory, that's considered a seller's market. If you have 4 and 5 months worth of inventory, that would be considered a balanced market. If you have more than 5 months worth of inventory, we would consider that a buyer's market. Now, that's not what national economists would tell you. They would say 6 months worth of inventory is a perfectly balanced market. But I will tell you that those economists who use that 6 months number have never made their living selling houses, because the reality is in Metro Atlanta, if half of the home sellers had to take longer than 90 days to get their home under contract, they would have tried to fire their agent 4 or 5 times. So the reality is if it takes more than 3 months to get a home sold, and really in today's market more than 15, 20, 30 days, your typical seller is worried about whether or not their agent is doing all that they need to do. There are 415 houses in Great River at Tribble Mill. That means when prices hit their all-time low in the recession, which was $175,000 average sales price in 2012, and prices have increased over the next 8 years to $335,000. It means those 415 homeowners have $67 million more in equity now than they had at the end of 2012. Let me give you that number. Those 415 homeowners have $67 million in equity more than they had back in 2012. The elementary school is Cooper. The middle school is McConnell, and the high school is Archer. Archer High School gets a school chimp score of 76.